Hi, I'm Tom Bradford, and in this video we're going to have a look at the Startup Incubator visa route for Canada and how you can make a successful application. One of the unique things about the Canada Incubator Startup Program is that you can get permanent residence immediately if you make a successful application. Unlike many other startup visa programs internationally, which I talk about on this channel, which generally only allow you to get permanent residence after several years, anything from 2 to 5 years or more. The way it works for the Canada Incubator Startup Program is that you need to be accepted by one of the designated incubators. There are 25 of them. Once you're accepted onto an incubator program, then the likelihood that your application will be granted is very high, and there's no minimum investment amount. So this means it's all about persuading the incubator of the merit of your business idea and that you ought to be accepted onto the incubator program. Now, because the incubators, all 25 of them, have different criteria for accepting people onto their programs, I'm developing a service which is all about helping you perfect your pitch so that it meets the requirements and be a single point of contact for you to submit your proposal to all of the incubators relevant to you to enhance your prospects of success. If your application is then successful, then I and the authorized Canadian representative I work with can process the paperwork for your application. But the challenging part for many is the first part, in other words, getting onto the incubator program, because the incubators are so competitive. I deal with business immigration matters, and my entrepreneur clients have a diverse range of ventures and business ideas. Often there is a viable and profitable business already, but if you're at the ideation stage, if you like, in other words, you have nothing more than an idea, you may still qualify for an incubator, assuming your idea is sufficiently developed and consistent with your qualifications and experience. Entrepreneurs will often want to go into new areas, but it's all about credibility and often about having the right business partners to bring the skills that you may be missing to get your business off the ground. Now, this is something which I'm developing with my professional network for incubator programs in several jurisdictions. In Canada, as I say, the criteria differ, so you have 25 different sets of criteria. But as a theme overall, they tend to require that you be in the knowledge space. In other words, in IT, clean technology, biotech, software, rather than a brick and mortar type business. Also, this is not like a franchise, for example, where you buy into an existing set of branding, an existing idea. Rather, there must be some novelty about your business. Some of the incubators in Canada require more than an idea, and you would need to already be profitable in some cases and have a client base or customers, depending on which incubator you're targeting. That's not the case for all of the incubators, though. If this is of interest, do let me know, and we can work together with my local agent to put together a package for the incubator which puts you in the best position to succeed. And as I say, if you don't qualify under the Canada Startup Program for incubators, and an incubator program is definitely the route you want to take, you may still qualify under one of the other international startup programs that I talk about on this channel. And even if you don't qualify for those, in other words, specifically the incubator visa programs, there may also be other entrepreneur routes internationally, such as the US E2 visa program or the UK £50,000 or £200,000 entrepreneur routes that may be worth exploring if you have funds available to invest. I've got videos on this channel about those as well. I'll be producing more on the incubator visa programs in the near future, so feel free to subscribe if this topic is of interest. My contact details are just below. Thanks, and see you in the next video.